Yo, what is good? What's good? What's good in the hood? Welcome to the match review on the Football Power Hour. We're talking about Manchester United versus Sunderland. It was a good game. It was a good weekend. It was a good win. And you know what? We deserve it because it's the international break. And just imagine how depressing it would feel going into another international break with a lot of uncertainty, a lot of with a civil war, a lot of unrest in the fan base. Right now, even though some people are still divided, there's the Amorim inners, the Amorim outers, and the Amorim doubters. We can at least say we're all feeling okay about how that game went on Saturday. For the first time, we did not feel like we were going to lose. We didn't have the own goal. We didn't have the other team scoring fast. We didn't have, just the things that like where we hit the post and then we don't score at all. Or it was just a perfect start with Mason Mount getting that goal. So shout out to Mason Mount. We all know he's gonna get a good grade. Matter of fact, we're gonna do the thing that we always do after a match for every match review. Especially last season, we did this a lot. We do a little spreadsheet with performance grades and then a little performance remarks. So I hope that you can participate in this or just listen in on this. And I want to hear your thoughts. And I'm just gonna share my thoughts as we go. Matter of fact, should we even start from? Let's see. Let's start from the highlights. Let's start from the match highlights. Because the reason why I say this, I want to see the highlights again. The reason why I say this is because so far this season, I've been drawn into this habit to protect my peace and to protect my sanity and my happiness. After I watch a game, I don't watch the game again anymore. I don't watch the highlights again anymore. And that has been something that has been unfortunate. It was like a part of my, my ritual as a fan to just like, let me see how my team scored again. Just, dude, am I the only one like that? I hope these other people that sometimes have that thing where, if you don't have the time to watch the game again, you just watch the highlights and just feel good. And it's just like a re-injection. It's a follow-up shot. It's the follow-up happiness vaccination shot where you just get another jab of feel good. Be like, this is how we scored the goals we scored over the weekend. I used to do that a lot, and that had to stop, especially last season and the beginning of this season. And I think I'm just gonna start from there. I know it's very late. Let me see first of all. There we go. Manchester United match highlights. What is going on? Am I frozen? I'm frozen. I feel like I was frozen. Anyway, I think I'm unfrozen. All right. Yeah, so I'm gonna just start with the highlights first of all and just quick little recap of the game that happened. I definitely can't show the screen of the whole videos, but like I can show some screenshots. First of all, let's just talk about the lineup. Going into the lineup, it was a little, I'm sure there were some people, let me say all of the Manchester United fan base had to be happy to see Lamons in there for sure. And then there was the inclusion of Mason Mount, which I now just got a reminder over the weekend. I got a reminder that, you know what? I need to start doing this again where we react to the lineup. Do a little short stream prior to kickoff where we react to the lineup because I'm pretty sure there was so many people, even in group chats, that were angry about the inclusion of Mason Mount and the inclusion of Casemiro in the midfield, the inclusion of Dalot. And while some of those concerns and angers could be justified, There's some people that deserve to apologize for sure. There's receipts. I'm sure if we dig, we might be able to find a couple of receipts. But anyway, um, let's get back to it. So it started off just like seeing Mason Mount in the lineup, and for me, I know for sure that as I've said it before, that Mason Mount is the perfect amorim player. He feels like he does the job. He does what he's told. You know, his we have to commend about his game. Actually, we have to commend the fact that he had some really good link up moments. He had some really like commendable, like high IQ. Yeah, like this guy is actually playing with confidence. He's pressing well. He's also very uh he's lively, if you get what I mean. For lively and dynamic. And while some people can say these are like basics that he should have, that any number 10 that should have, but there's something about Mason Mount that just makes him like feel like the glove fits perfectly. There's somebody else that is not a glove fit perfectly. Like I have to talk about this player, Diogo Dalot. He feels like a misfit. I'm looking at the highlights right now as I'm talking. And if you watch the 11-minute highlights, right, you'll see 19 seconds into the game, Dalot is receiving the ball. It's an aerial ball. And he just like unforced error. He just kicks it out. Like basics that a football player should be able to, a professional football player should be able to do. It's like, why would you do this? You're at home. I gotta share the screen. I gotta share this screen so you see what I'm talking about. Diogo Dalot is such a misfit, especially this season. And what's baffling is that wasn't he player of the season 3 years ago? Diogo Dalot was starting the game, was at home. Check this out. Look at this frame that I'm showing on the screen, right? Was starting a game. The ball goes in the air. Who is around Dalot? Nobody. He's right here. The ball goes into the air. He's running to go control it. Right? You're like, okay, he's alive, anticipating. Right? He's running to go control it. Let me slow down the speed of this. This is perfect scenario. We just get possession early. This is 15 seconds into the game. Diogo Dalot, you're supposed to do what you're paid for. Nobody is marking him. Nobody's breathing down his neck. Boom. Kicks the ball out. What? Why are you clearing the ball? We're at home. The way you start a game is so important. Control a ball. Is that too much to ask? That is our Portuguese Dalot. Can you believe? Like, these are just basics. This is common sense. It's like, no, what if somebody's marking you? Does that, if you can trap the ball when nobody's marking you, what about when somebody is marking you then? He's such a misfit. When you go to a function, everybody's dressed formally, suit, tie, and you got sneakers, you got shorts. You know what I'm saying? You just stand out. That's Dalot. All right. Well, that's the second thing that I really wanted to mention. And the another thing is also, we gotta just say Benjamin Sesko looks like the player. He looks like he's going to be the player that we need wearing that number 9 shirt. Even if he didn't score a goal, I would have been one of those people that's defending that type of player, that type of display. And some people I know would say, one go, But the point is, the confidence that he's playing with, it reminds me of that moment when Xerxes turned it around last season. Remember, Xerxes went through that start where he had the booing, and then his head dropped a little bit, but he still put in the work and managed to get his levels up. So for me, I feel like Benjamin Sesko is playing at a confidence level that is actually really good. When you are able to not mega play, you don't try that by mistake, by the way. You're playing with actual intent, and you revel when a player challenges you. You're not actually having stage fright. That's the mental state of mind that I feel like Benjamin Sesko has just entered. And it's not about the 2 goals in 2 games. It's about the display. Put that goal aside. Yeah, we want a player that can react quickly, that is able to position themselves to be able to get the goals that the 2 goals that Benjamin Sesko has gotten. They've been actual like poacher and fast reaction type of goals. Because you remember the first one, it was a ping, pong, pong, and then we actually scored on his 3rd attempt. But he had to. The consistent thing about those 2 goals is that he had to be really good with his reactions, and that's what I feel like we've got with this player, Benjamin Sesko. So he deserves his flowers as well. Mason Mount, Sesko, flowers. Dallo, he looks like a misfit. Last player to give flowers, as I pull up the spreadsheet, is Lamont. Sure. Yeah, he wasn't tested a lot, but he needs to be given the flowers, first of all, for the really calm and commanding presence that he seems like he's having. He did have a moment. He did have that moment with Bruno. And I said he could have been the first player to injure Bruno. Lamont, that moment, who knows what could have happened if things didn't go how they went. But like, it was almost like, it's like, why were you attacking the ball over there in that area, like so far away from the goal? Like, do you really need to be so? At the same time, you want him to still be brave and be able to claim those crosses like he's been doing. So he deserves, so far, he deserves like that sort of praise that he actually put in a performance that felt like, yeah, we could build off of this. This might be one of our guys. If you're buying there and you see that type of performance, you're like, damn it. Yeah, he's got the spot. If you're buying there and you see that kind of performance, you're definitely knowing that I'm back to number 2 or look for another club. If you're Andre Onana and you see that kind of performance, Duolingo time, baby. That's what it is. It's time. It's time to expand your or maybe try go back to Italy. Look at all the other players that are doing well that are in Italy. So Lamont's put in a performance that really, really, really deserves the flowers, and I hope it's something that he can build off of. That's what I'm trying to say. Big up to Javed, by the way. Young Papi in the building. Dr. Riri. Gonna put the link in the chat for anybody that is able to join. Young Papi was talking about this. He says he almost cost us within the first 3 minutes. I think he was talking about. Oh yeah. Oh, Lamont's first 3 minutes. I thought you were talking about Dallo. But yeah, you're talking about Lamont's because the beginning was a little I feel like there was a little bit of nervousness, and the passes were coming to him a little too quick. There was that when you're riding a bike and there's a little when you really get to actually before you catch momentum or catch steam, that little moment of turbulence. and he had to put the handles. You got to put your hands on the handle and steady it. Yeah, there was a little shakiness, little mild turbulence. I nearly said turb. But he got over the turb and was ahead of the curve. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Lamans. Doc in the building. Shout out to Doc.
Hi, I'm going to quickly apologize for the background noise, okay?
What? Okay.
Hello?
It
Can
sounds
you?
clean. It sounds clean right now.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, yeah. It's really clean actually. Let's
Okay,
go.
okay, okay. Because what y'all are hearing is not what I'm hearing. Okay, as I said, I have some technical issues and my laptop is on its last legs. Okay,
Oh.
so
Well, right now
yeah.
it's sounding good. All right, let's talk, Doctor. How
Uh,
was the high? First of all, do you feel like this game? It feels like Amorim is or the team
mhm.
is ready to turn things around. On
I mean, I feel like Amram has been ready to turn things around. It's just that he is stubborn and he obviously is not or was not willing to tweak things up the way he should. So yeah. But I mean we have to win our next game. I won't settle for a draw, I'm sorry.
yeah,
Especially versus Liverpool. The Liverpool that is in or this version of Liverpool at least. I
yeah,
mean, that's what we said with City and they beat us 3-0. Honestly, that 3-0 loss was stupid because we could have easily won that thing, but no, they didn't even try. The players didn't even try.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I as much as we should at least get away with a point there, but I know this team it would be very funny if we like it would be so on brand if we actually just lost this game stupidly, you know?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So like I fully expect that like we just need to win. I'm tired.
If it'll be nice
I,
to have back to back. It will be really important to have
and
back.
plus
Yeah,
I mean this is versus this version of Liverpool,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah,
So I
yeah.
mean, yeah.
Okay, I think I want to just get in a few grades as we talk and then
A
bring
few
it.
grades.
Yeah,
Let me tell you the first one that you need to do.
lemons.
Diogo Dallo. No, 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 no,
Oh,
no, no.
okay,
We're gonna
okay.
skip. We're gonna go
You want to
all
start
the
with
way to Diogo.
Dallo?
He gets an F. Cause
He
you are
gets an
right
F.
about. Do you know what?
Why?
About 2 to 3 seasons ago, this was I think Ten Hag's first season.
Yeah.
He was the best out of the bad bunch. I don't know what happened between then and now. That what are we? What is happening? What is happening?
I- it's weird. The He should be one of those people that is actually like helping his Portuguese brother and,
This
and
no,
playing his level best, but he's just not. It's weird.
it,
He's
it's
yeah.
very weird.
I, well, right now this game he was playing left wing back,
I feel
and
like this
mm,
the system is not working out for him.
under
This
Ten
system
Hag
is
though. Here's the thing: it feels like Dello,
the ten
Dello,
the
Dello.
ten Hag system.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let
Okay.
me
Go
just
ahead.
get this point across first before you
Yeah.
respond. It's like I feel like he's a right back, right? He's been told
Yeah.
right he's a right back. He thinks he's a right back, but under Ten Hag, whenever he was put on the left, he actually had I felt like a lot more of a positive impact, a lot more of a bigger impact on that
Yeah.
side. And now when he's playing wing back for Ruben Amorim, like he's
Mm-hmm.
one not adventurous enough, doesn't feel like he has enough stamina. He's not like arriving in those like attacking spaces that say Dorgu normally does when Dorgu is playing right on left wing back. So So clearly there's something that means like his attacking output is lacking. It's below par when you're comparing the two. And then he
Yeah.
also has these moments of nervousness that literally, as I was talking earlier on, watching the highlights, I see 19 seconds into the game, he just makes an unforced error. Like the ball just comes from, like, drops to his feet, and he just kicks it out when you don't need to kick it out, and
Yeah.
it just makes everybody nervous for no
The
reason.
thing is,
Yeah.
I know he can play better than what he's playing. He's been in an attacking position several times.
Yeah.
He puts in. We've seen him do better. So I don't know what is being told to him behind closed doors to make him play like this.
You're
Like, what is
talking like a
Amorim
parent.
telling him?
You're talking you're like, whatever he's being taught behind closed doors is making
No,
him
but am
bad.
I lying though?
I think
Am I
he's just
lying?
bad himself. Like, I don't know. He might be, that season where he played so much under Eric Ten Hag. It might have taken a toll on Dalo's hamstrings or something, and he's conserving him. There's something for me that when I look at his performance, I just feel he's not operating at 100%.
Oh, he's not. Definitely no.
That's all
But
I'm
like,
trying to. Yeah, yeah.
or is he keeping himself for the World Cup?
Nah, it's too early to be thinking about World Cup. It's too early.
Because
To...
he's not he's not part of the starting lineup for Portugal, is he? Like that?
yeah,
He,
yeah. I
well,
mean,
he plays what 60 minutes and comes off.
sure.
No shit, Dave. Bruno plays more than he does,
100%. 100%. Sorry, I was trying to.
and
Yeah,
he's what 20. Keep bear in mind, this man is 28, 27. He's been here for what about the same. Okay, let's say 4 years, because I think
yeah,
Phil came the summer after Bruno. Then he spent a year at AC Milan. Then he finally had like the full year. Ten Hag was here.
yeah,
So
yeah. So okay, so F for Dalo is what you said, right? Okay,
yeah,
so let's give him his grade, and then um what grade would you give pick a player in the defense, and then
in the defense,
yeah.
yo, hi, God, you just want me to talk about Luke Shaw, but I won't do it. I'm not gonna do it.
All right. You can leave Luke Shaw alone. We had
Because I'm already given an F. But
You're
again,
okay. Go ahead.
again, with not to be sound so negative.
Yeah.
The fact that I forgot he was on the pitch, I'll give him a D.
This is Luke Shaw.
Yeah, of my memory, I don't remember him doing anything bad. Maybe
So
I
why does
just
he get a D?
no,
If you haven't done anything bad, no. What kind of criteria is this? Hold on.
no. Listen to Taka. He's one of those people that also need to go ASAP. Unless he scores a hat trick or has a hat trick of assists, I'm never giving it anything more than a C.
Okay.
That's me being nice.
I don't
That's
know.
me being nice.
I might need to like consult like Riri and Young Puppy, but this logic doesn't feel like it's lining up proper, It's like first of all, big up Riri, shout out to you, Young Puppy, as well. Thanks.
Yo,
Yo, we were talking like about Luke Shaw, and I was agreeing with Doctor about a D, but then she says, "Oh, he didn't do anything wrong." So
Oh, give that man an F.
no, really.
See?
It's based on the game versus Sunderland. It's not about your
An F. An F.
Come on, an F for
Yeah, I
what?
was even being nice.
Nah.
An F for failing to show up as usual.
What did he put a foot wrong? Did he have a?
Okay, let me ask you something. What did he do for the money that we pay him? His job, right? Did he do anything spectacular? Did he do an
No.
overlap on that left-hand side? Did he provide service into the box for like a goal
Not really.
opportunity? Did he do any of that? What did he do?
let's see, he had 5 defensive contributions,
5 in 90 minutes.
three
In 90,
passes,
in 90 minutes.
3 passes into the
Hmm.
final third, 2 tackles, two
Two tackles.
clearances,
Wow.
and
To be fair, with that, only five though, like, you know what I mean? We did press that whole game, like, for the most part. Like, they didn't attack us like all game, like how other teams have been doing
But young
in
Papi,
recent
that's
times.
to my point. Anytime we play a team, the only reason he didn't show up as a dud is because of how Sunderland played.
No,
If we
100%.
play
That's basically what I
if
was
we
saying as
and
well.
that's why I say an F, because he did what he's getting paid for as a left back.
I have to go with a C personally as an average performance, just
yeah,
because of the clean sheet though. But only because the team kept a clean sheet, he would individually got a C for me personally because of that.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm not scoring him off for
But
the team.
yeah,
I'm not. He's not doing anything that is giving me an average score or a C. He's not. He's not impressing me with anything. He passes the ball back more than he passes it forward.
mm,
He's still one of our players that does not move the ball forward enough for me.
yeah. I mean, he plays it simple and safe. So
We
far,
don't want simple or safe.
he, he
How
like
come
in the
on the
second
right
half he
side?
was
Let
kind
me
of
know.
moving a little bit into the central positions, but it was
No,
just
let me say this.
yeah,
Lenny Euro was on the right side, right?
yeah,
How come on that whole channel, Lenny Euro was doing more in the 90 than Luke Shaw did on the left?
yes,
So
yeah,
if
yeah,
come
yeah,
on,
yeah. No, I agree with that. Okay.
also, but take out Orgate and put
Oh,
Casimir.
Mount.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
There we go. Yeah. Okay. Too
How come
simple. Yeah.
no? Also, how come we go 90 minutes and I don't even remember what you did?
Mm,
At some points of the game, I forgot this man was on the pitch. That is how un uh, what's it called? Unmemorable
yeah,
it
yeah,
was.
yeah, yeah. Okay, while you were mentioning Euro, that's a good moment. What grade would Euro get then, Doctor? You were the one that brought up Euro, comparing them and Shaw, because Shaw now got a D. And Stretford, by the way, Stretford Elite was saying C minus, but then
He said
when I
if you are if that's how you feel, then it should be C minus. But technically he starts on a D. And I
yeah,
don't
Yeah,
think he moved off a D.
and
Based
I
on
never,
young
never.
Poppy, the only reason he's giving him a C is because with regards to the game, we kept a clean sheet,
yeah,
which
yeah,
he did not contribute to that clean sheet as far as I'm concerned. He went unnoticed. Like to Doc's point, he went unnoticed.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maguire came on and did more than Luke Shaw in that game.
Mm.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Okay, so Lenny Euro is what? Is it C or B? Because Lenny
Lenny,
Euro, as the doctor said, like involved in attacking
yeah,
as well.
Lenny made some very key passes to Ahmad, and which caused a lot of issues on that right. Like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
again, yeah, that
also
right.
say that again, young Papi.
Yeah, that right was on crackle game.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
and Lenny wasn't scared to progress the ball past the halfway line.
yeah,
Most of the times he got the ball, he was going forward. At no point, it's very few times in that game you saw him turn back and maybe pass the ball back to the lit to
yeah,
reset.
yeah,
Most of the time he was looking for a forward pass, whether
yeah.
it be into the midfield or down that right line.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, and he's just like confident too. Like I
So
don't think. Yeah.
for me that's a B.
Yeah,
Oh.
agreed.
Because you're actually in a positive mind frame of
Yeah,
moving the ball.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to argue against that because even if because I'll be looking at the stats, right? The stats: Luke Shaw was dribbled past once, Lenny Euro dribbled past 0 times. Like it's just like showing that like not only is he that offensively, but he was solid defensively.
Yep,
And
that's what I'm saying. That right, to young Poppy's point, that right wing, that whole right was on crack in that game,
I
like
hear
legit.
Yeah, I remember I was asking for a drug test to be done after the
Yeah,
game.
you said that. They were like, we need to drug test the right hand side, and hopefully give the rest of the squad the same drugs that the right hand side had. But David also agrees, says Euro is a B because we're not doing pluses and minuses. We're going to stick to just a whole grade. B is, I feel like, the consensus. And Shaw gets a D as in dead. Stratford Elite was saying that Luke Shaw is that spare player that is surplus to requirements when playing a back five against lower sides like Sunderland.
He's
Well,
not wrong. He
yeah,
really isn't.
And
yeah.
I really do hope we don't play him versus Liverpool because it
He's
will
going
not
to
end well.
play. I don't know what's going on with Heaven. Is Heaven even on the bench for most of these games?
He is.
um,
He
He
was.
is.
He was.
Because
Yeah, he's just sitting there on the bench next to Leon.
I really feel like Heaven would really benefit playing these
Because I'm going to
start
tell you
low.
something right now. Luke Shaw starts that Liverpool game. And if
oh
if
yeah,
Isak starts that Liverpool game,
Hey,
Oh,
hey.
he is going
headache.
to get and
Mm.
Salah is going to eat Shaw alive.
And Salah's been looking for a revival. He's trying to catch up with Haaland. It's yeah. It's gonna be chaos. He's gonna get cooked. But yeah, okay, all right. Let's leave Shaw alone. Leave Euro alone. Let's talk about Delict. What about Delict? Another one of those solid people in the back.
Yeah, he had a solid game. He did have a solid game in the center.
I'd say he had a B as well. B type performance.
Yeah, he had a B type of performance.
Yeah,
Those two,
yeah, I
those
could
two
agree.
guys need those two guys need to start come
yeah.
Liverpool. And even if you take out Shaw and put Maguire in that middle, put the lit on the left and put Euro on the right, I
Mm.
think that would be our best back three against Liverpool.
Ooh, Stephanie with a very, very good question. Big up, Stephanie, by the way. Stephanie says, who is best equipped to face Salah at Enfield?
If we're gonna go based off
But Salah's on that right,
historic
right?
facts,
Yeah,
it's
So then
gonna
that
be
would be
sure.
Euro, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
young puppy. What were you saying as well?
It
You were
will
saying,
be sure.
No,
Remember, on their right
Euro.
is our left, innit?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like I said, if you look in the history books, if there was going to be a left person to pocket Salah, it is Shaw, in all honesty. He's done it before, few
I mean,
times actually.
Salah's really been having a crappy start of his season. To be fair,
but he would need help from the wing back. It's like who's that?
I'm about to take him out my FPL. He's
Because
I done that this week. I
yeah,
felt
he's
good about it too.
really having a shitty start of his season, and I think it's going to get worse because that there's too much talent up front, and they're not meshing well together, and Salah is suffering for it. To be fair,
so, but surely you need like it's the combination is Shaw and Dalo or Shaw and Dorgu.
Sean
Um,
Dorgo.
yeah, Dalo is not having the
Dalo needs to
best.
sit the yo. He needs to sit down somewhere, son.
That
Preferably
will really cost us
outside
that
of the
game.
stadium.
Mm.
Everybody's
Within
side
two
of this
minutes,
man.
Delo will cost us that whole game.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like he almost did it on Saturday, sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. So Delict B, Euro B, Shaw D. What about Ahmad?
I would give Ahmad a B himself.
Yeah.
He was looking sharp, especially given what has been going through the last week or so.
Yeah.
So
Just
mentally he was there. He was prepared for the game. He showed up against his ex club as well.
so you're saying a B?
Yeah, I would say a B.
What about listen to these facts about him and see if you want to evaluate that. Ahmad completed the most dribbles in the match. Ahmad was the most fouled player in the match. Ahmad was the most accurate, 100% accurate passer. He was the most accurate passer, 100% to play 45 minutes or more. So wait, what are they? Oh, so he pretty much. Oh my God. this is pretty good. He pretty much
Yeah, but the important pass that he needed to pass for us to score a goal, he didn't. So
Hey, honestly, if he scores or gets the assist, he gets the A. In my books, that's why I gave him a B. A B is not bad
okay.
at all, actually.
yeah, B. He's getting a B for the same reason, young Papi, because that ball that he tried to score at, he had two other passes he could have done to give somebody else a better shot, and he didn't.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be a glory hunter, you're gonna always get a B for me because this is a team sport. It's not an individual sport, and you keep week in and week out. I see that little bit of you trying to be an individual in this team, and a lot of times it causes us a goal because you're
Or it
going for
causes us
glory,
not to score.
or it causing us not to score because you're going for the glory,
Yes, sir.
and I have a problem with that.
All right. All right. But definitely he's starting on that position again versus
Oh,
Liverpool.
100%.
Yeah. Part of the
Yeah,
reason
no
why
doubt.
that right hand side was popping. Okay, Captain Bruno Fernandes. What do you want to say, young Papi, about Bruno?
Oh, it was a pretty average performance, to be
Bruno gets
fair.
a C.
Yeah,
Gets a C.
Yeah, a C is
I was,
is
yeah,
what
average C.
he
The
Yeah.
hit
best
the
thing that Bruno
did he
did
not
that
hit the
game,
bar?
the best thing that Bruno did that game is actually stay in his position.
exactly.
Yeah.
For the first time in a couple of games, he actually stayed in that position.
Also,
He
that's
got
another
caught. He
game.
got caught out though, like maybe two or three times. And then Casemiro sort of like cleaned up for him.
Yeah, but that's where
And that's
Casemiro
supposed to
comes in.
happen. Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
what's supposed to happen.
yeah.
exactly. That's where he gets his grade. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
That's where he shines.
I
Yeah,
C for Bruno. He was
Once you put him
unlucky.
on the team and all of
on
that.
the
But yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, unlucky to hit the bar.
But also, yeah, with that, getting back to Ahmad as well, when Bruno has shot that ball and it hit the post, wow, the keeper saved it onto the post. Ahmad's got to do better there and with the follow up.
Yeah,
If you're not gonna find Mount in the middle, you gotta find that back of the net. You just have
yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah,
It's open.
yeah. Okay, we agree on Bruno C. Reread. What do you think about what grade should Casemiro get?
Casemiro had a solid game, man, except for that I don't know if his brain falls asleep, to be fair. That yellow card was so unnecessary. Like the guy was going backwards.
Yeah,
Even when he did it, I was like, "Oh my god, ass!" I was like, "Why? You were having such a good game. Why?"
I think
I
some
don't-
players get bored at this
Yeah, I
point.
don't
They
know
need some
what. Yo,
excitement.
with him, yeah, for real.
yeah,
Like with him, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like he just because the game is moving so slow or he zones out, but yeah, when he did that tackle and the player, I can't remember who the player was that he fouled and got the yellow, but the player was going nowhere. He was going backwards.
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
bro, come on.
Yeah, and
I
it
feel
didn't
like
look
You
like
know,
tired legs either. So I hate to
no,
say
it
that it was
wasn't
tired
yeah.
tired
legs.
legs. It wasn't.
Exactly,
It
I feel
exactly.
wasn't.
like
So
It
he's
was
slow
like
bored.
his
moving.
brain just went off and he just, yeah. So
And
And
I would,
it
we don't need this kind of attitude going into Liverpool.
at all. I feel like if you see Casemiro's name on the team sheet to start, and you don't put a bet on him getting a yellow, you're missing out on good money.
I
Yeah,
think
Because
at this
it's a
point, though, to
fact.
be fair, I think the refs look for him, and
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
it's really sad, but it's a fact now. Like if you look at I mean, you know what I mean. I think they like legit any
yeah,
foul he's involved in gets
yeah,
I know what you
scrutinized.
mean. I
I
know what
feel
Like
you
like
it
mean
he's
because
had.
remember
legit.
Young. Remember, Ashley Young used to get it on the
Yeah,
backhand side with
Yeah.
the diving because his
every,
pseudonym for diving,
every
so
foul, man,
he wouldn't
every
get it.
foul he does get scrutinized to the point where it becomes a yellow.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I
So,
feel like he's
but
had
Poor
we
what
cannot
three
Casemiro.
not.
reds.
Hold on. Can we welcome Stratford Elite?
Oh, hey, Stratford
I
Elite.
didn't see
Big
any
up.
comments to
I
be fair, but
Yeah, what's
yes.
up?
big
But
up.
yeah, I just wanted to comment on the Casemiro point. I think every
Yeah.
time I see Casemiro play, I just think, why is Kobe not in the team? And I think that performance, like he kind of had nothing to do. Let's be honest. If he's playing Liverpool or Chelsea, then he probably gets a second yellow and sent off. That's all I think. With Cass, it's just like he's kind of just kind of he just kind of sits in that midfield with Bruno. I don't think he had any competition like
You
Xhaka. I thought he just didn't really get into the game like I thought he would.
Yeah.
you know what my
Um,
argument is with regards to that when that question comes up with Kobe, because people see Kobe in a different light than I see him. And you know, that's just what it is. My rebuttal to that is Kobe still does not see the field the way Cass sees the field. And
No,
I get
Hear
what
that?
you're saying about this game with Sunderland,
yeah.
but that pass that Cass can ping, Kobe still doesn't have that in his locker. And I'm not saying he's not going to get it, but he still doesn't have it. He
Yeah.
I
doesn't
know what you
have
mean.
that. He doesn't have that IQ yet. That IQ is not there yet.
He's more
Again,
of
It's
a
for
not.
tiki-taka
Sunderland,
player, like
yeah, he is a tiki taka, but you don't really need to do that pass against like a lower league. You can sort of
No,
ball
no, no. I
carry.
get no. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Oh,
With
yeah,
Sunderland,
yeah,
I
yeah. I
get
was
your
agreeing to you.
point.
Yeah.
I get your point. What you're saying with Sunderland, like that could have been a game that he could have played because you didn't need that. But for like the bigger games, like I don't see him
So for
having that
Liverpool,
in his
who are
locker.
you thinking? Is it Casemiro again, or
I think Cast starts, but if Cast gets into foul trouble, like to your point and to Doc's point, if he gets like a yellow in that first
he's
half,
gonna get a yellow?
bro,
Cass.
I wouldn't put. I am the kind of person I deal with energy, so I will definitely not put that energy into the universe.
Yeah.
But if let's say if it just seems to happen, I would then bring on Kobe in the second, just not to get him a red and get us a man down.
Mm, mm.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
That would be my take. But I think he should start. He should start in that middle, especially if we start Mount.
And you know the Casemiro's role now really should be. I remember last season he would just have a good performance versus the big teams, and I think like he's that type of player where he should basically, in my opinion, I feel like Kobe Mano should be getting more minutes than the microwave minutes he's getting, right? And and Casemiro should be the player we bring on for the really big
You,
games or clubs when we're playing the big clubs. So it's like that way you get to preserve him, you get to get the best out of Casemiro in the big moments of pressure, and then at the same time you're getting Kobe Mano the playtime that he really deserves and needs.
no, like yeah, and I agree that. So that's why I was saying I agree with Stratford about the fact with Sunderland. Yes, we could have played. He should have like given Kobe more minutes than the minutes he got. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I would definitely agree with that.
I just
I
think we
I
have a longer term issue with Kobe. We need to think about because if you can't get minutes against Sunderland, you got to wonder when he's you ever gonna get minutes. Like Bruno's not getting injured, and yeah, he's not gonna play over.
and at
Um,
this point, he is above Ugarte. To be fair,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
think?
To
I
be fair.
disagree.
I think he's
I
above.
think you got a. I think he's gonna play you got a over Kobe, and then
No, no,
you
no. But
like you
I'm
said.
saying no, no, no. I'm saying talent wise. If we're talking
Oh
talent,
yeah,
he is above
100%.
Ugarte. I'm not talking about what the manager is going to do. I'm talking about if we're speaking like talent wise and having that knowledge on the pitch and being able to like pass the ball properly.
Yeah.
I give Cass that in the lead because Cass, experience, IQ. Then Kobe, even though he plays that tiki taka,
Yeah.
his pass rate is still a lot higher
Yeah.
Yeah.
than Ugarte.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, sure. I hear you on that. I want to also say big up, by the way, to Roro in the chat. Nice to have you over here, Roro. Kind reminder to hit the like button if you haven't. Joe is calling some 007 agents out. Please hit the like button if you haven't. Stratford Elite. Can you lead us on the conversation about Mason Mount? What grade should he get and why?
For Mason Mount, I'll say, yeah, definitely great performance. He got his assist. He was good on, yeah, sort of movement and defensive. Attacking wise, I think he's definitely got good work rate.
Yeah,
And yeah, he took his finish nicely. He sort of
yeah,
it was sort of a half chance at edge of the box. So
yeah.
um, give him between a B and an A. I think you give him an A. This is as good a performance as you're going to get with Mount. I think
Ooh,
um,
okay, okay,
goal.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll give him an A.
And A, does anybody disagree?
I don't. I don't. I think this is probably Monk's best performance I've seen him playing in a Manchester United shirt.
Mm,
Yeah,
He
I
was.
gave him the
He
man
was
of the
lit.
match performance. So
Yeah, he was literally doing bits on in the middle of the field, outside of the goal, like he was doing bits in the middle of the field,
who
like
was the
dribbling.
official man of the match?
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
sure. Was he?
Contender for man of the match. I thought it was Lamens, but like on like the Premier League, whatever man of the
I'm
match.
really happy that Amram is managing his time though, because we all know he's like susceptible
Yeah,
to injuries. So I'm very happy for that he's managing his time and not overworking his body, because he
yeah,
seems to be a very he's a very integral player for us, but he's also a very fragile player
true,
per
true.
se.
If he can stay fit, he might actually have more output than Cunha, more output than
M-
you know.
Might he's going to, if he stays fit.
It's
Yeah,
funny you say that because I think Mount is one of, if not Amrim's best or favorite player in his system. I think he's the most important player to Amrim in that 10 role. You can see why Amrim loves him because he's gonna do the running and he's kind of that guy who can start the press and yeah, this match we've seen it why. So I think he starts him against Liverpool and Amrim's gonna need him to stay fit if he wants to get results, I reckon.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, another thing too, he's a team player.
Fact.
He's not one of those guys that's looking to get
Glory.
all the glory. He's definitely, and I think that's one of the reasons Amorim also likes him. For the simple fact he's not playing for himself, he's playing for the actual badge.
Yeah,
And we don't have, if we really are honest with ourselves, in regards to the manager, we have very few players on this team that play for the badge.
yeah, yeah. True that. Um, Doctor, what do you think about Boomer? Let's transition to Boomer. Shout out to Stephanie and Never Miss Rob saying, yeah, Mount came off, the whole team crumbled. Mount's work rate goes unnoticed. He helps our weak midfield, says Stephanie. So yeah, Mount is Bruno's replacement long term. Interesting, interesting thought there. But yeah, what are you saying, Doctor, about Mbumo? Doc, you here?
Did we lose her? Think we
Well,
lost her.
yeah.
No, I'm here. I'm here. Sorry. what
You're
was the
looking for the
question?
unmute. What did you think about Mbumo's performance? And what grade should he get?
Okay, I'll give him a B.
What is that?
He got an
Speechless.
okay, a
I
B.
mean,
Okay.
why ask me about? You know what? No, I'm gonna be professional. He was all right. I mean, yeah, he was all right.
Like
That's all I have to say about him.
I have a discussion with regards to him, but why does he look? Why does he look like haggard by like the 70th minute? What is going on with his
I
endurance?
don't think
He
he's
he
fit
didn't
enough
he
for.
didn't look when he played at Brentford. He could do the entire 90 and not look
He
winded.
could have probably done 120. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
but playing for us on that right, And by the 70th minute, 75th minute, and I've watched him now for a couple of games, he looks extremely winded.
Yeah.
And then he starts to make silly mistakes. And I am baffled by it because like I said, this is one player I've always wanted at Manchester United. So I've watched him at Brentford. And like to young Poppy's point, he used to look like he could do 120 easy.
Yeah.
I feel like United is a different level. Whatever training regimen they have him on is not the greatest.
I
One,
think
mean,
his lack
I
of
feel like
training.
am I the only one that's noticing that, or does
oh
anybody else
no,
notice it?
No, 100%.
definitely.
I feel like it's between lack of training and also the work rate
Yeah,
the work job has been given on the pitch as well may have
yeah.
been more like I would have to go back and look at last season when he was playing with Brentford to actually see what he was doing in the game. I'll just look at 1 or 2 games to be fair, but that's where I will be able to get what's the difference between him last year and this year. Obviously, that
Strat,
wouldn't give me 100%, but
all
you know what
right.
I mean. Give me an
I
idea at
mean,
least.
Stratford, what is your take? What have you noticed? Is he there?
Stratford, you there?
Oh yeah, sorry, I missed the question. Was it?
No. I was saying, I don't know if you heard me say, like I've noticed with Mbuemo, by the time the 70th or 75th minute,
He
he
gets
looks very winded,
yeah.
Yeah, I think
as
it's
opposed of when he was playing for Brentford.
Yeah, it's definitely a fitness issue. He had it at the start of the season. I don't know if it's because he came to late to United and it's a different training standard, but I thought the game before, I think was it Chelsea game or was it the Brentford game? His fitness levels were looking good, but again he looked tired. So I've got to put it down to I just think he's not fully fit. That's all it is. But I think he had a good first half, faded in the second half. But that happens sometimes with players; they can fade. But we've got competition
Yeah,
for
and I
places.
yeah, and
We've
I
got
think when he fades too, when he starts getting tired, he starts to make mistakes.
True,
yeah.
true.
So
Because
he
there
just
was a
got to sub
moment
him.
he could have put in Cunha, and he just like under hit the pass. It's just like it's weird. He makes a lot more like uh, his quality drops when his
He's winded.
exactly. Wrap up says probably the difference is the fact that Brentford are a counter-attacking team, and for us we're trying not to be a counter-attacking team, so maybe the demand is a lot higher for him. Benidra is agreeing that yep, he has put on weight. Maybe he had after you sign for United, you gotta have a party, you gotta have a barbecue.
R-
I'm hearing these
Really?
allegations. I'm not a fan of them.
No, no, like if
I'm
you
hearing
sign
them
for
booty
United.
cheeks. It's crazy. I can't condone any of these slander names or it's crazy. And BBL is it's bad. It's bad.
So he's settling for a B, right? We said B.
Yeah, a B,
All
definitely a
right.
B. He got the assist. And for that first half, he looked solid. He definitely looked solid, and he himself could have scored a goal. But yeah, I would say a
Yeah.
B is fair.
Well, Benjamin Sesko. Who wants to lead that one? Anybody? Young
I
puppy?
would say Sesko is a B also.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
will
yeah.
give him a B.
I would say he's a B for listen. I like to see our big man do what Sesko has been doing. Like he the way he takes the ball down, the way he'll pivot and then
Turns the ball
find
and turns the player.
yeah
I'm
turns the
gonna go against
player.
the grain. I'm gonna give him an A. I think Sesko is I think this is as good a performance you're gonna get from a player playing in this team. Everything you asked him to do, he did and more. Even the goal, like sort of came out of nothing. I saw his stats. It was one shot on target, one goal. You think if you that chance falls to Hoyland, it's hit him in his bum or his shoulder, and he doesn't know anything about it. But
That's true, you know.
You're, so you're basically saying you're giving him an A based on the fact that he actually has inbox awareness.
it's not even just that. I thought outside the box he was great.
Nah,
Like,
I'm just
yeah.
messing with you. I'm just
But yeah,
messing.
6 yard box. Yeah, he's a fox in a box strike. He can score. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
better than Whelan, so extra points for
Yeah,
that.
yeah, no,
Um,
his control of the ball is very refreshing. I must say, like I don't feel unsafe when the ball's passed to him, or when the goalkeeper hits it upfield, and
yeah,
he's the man
there's link up
collecting it.
play. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
I don't
excellent
feel unsafe. Like I feel like
that
eight
that
or
one where he
nine out of
takes it
10 of
down on
those
his
times.
chest.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
see
yeah,
that one where
Yeah.
he kind of just controls it. He just pauses
yeah,
time for a second.
yeah,
Even
yeah.
defensively, I thought when they do that long throw, he's a presence in the box as well.
Oh yeah,
He won, I
definitely.
think, a few aerial duels. So yeah, A for me.
Definitely, definitely, for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. So I can see where you would say an A. Like I said, for me, the way he was dealing yesterday, um, he's not just a like you said, he's a fox in a box. But when he can come out, and there was one time where he was all the way in midfield.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like he was
Yeah.
all the way in midfield. I'm like, wow, what is Sesko doing on the midway line?
Right.
But he's not afraid to come out also. Like he's not just sitting there waiting, for the ball to come to him on a lot of occasions. He actually positions himself very well to
Yeah.
like receive the ball from the other players and stuff. So yeah, I could see where an A is.
It, yeah, it could be. It could be. Yeah, it's a really strong B. I think we'll leave it at a very strong B because, like as I mentioned at the beginning, when you try nutmeg on a player, you're actually playing with some confidence and some like you want to make things happen. And I
Well, to
can only,
Amarin's point, since he's gotten here, he's like the last man off the pitch every time in
yeah,
practice.
yeah, and it only gives you reason to be optimistic that he's only 22 years of age. So
Two
yeah,
goals in two, and I'm gonna throw it out there. Did we get the better striker out of Gyökeres? I'm seeing uh I'm
Oh,
seeing a certain striker struggling. He's got
Me,
he's played 3 or 4 more games than Sesko in the Champions League, and every time I watch him, he
hmm,
can only run
I
in
feel,
straight lines and falls over every time he gets the
and,
chance for a tap in.
and
Meanwhile, my
touching his
striker's
hair,
got 2 in a row. You know what I mean?
and
Yeah,
touching
he's
his
doing
hair.
expected hair flicks, so
yeah,
I think we got the striker.
I,
yeah,
I feel like we got what Arsenal needed, and Gyökeres definitely was what we didn't need. After seeing him play for Arsenal, I'm like, yeah, he wouldn't have worked with us. It would have
I
been a
think,
disaster class.
yeah,
yeah, I think if Gyökeres had come here, we'd have seen the same issue that we had with Hoyland. I don't think
Yeah,
he's a player that I think he would have wanted service in order to do what he needed to do, rather than with this young kid. And believe it or not, he is a young kid. He's in his early 20s. He's hungry, and he legit, like, is not shy of putting in the work to
hmm,
get the job done. And I want players like that on our team. I don't want
Speak.
the prima donnas. I don't want the people that just come here and are like, oh well, I'm this person or I'm that person, you know,
yeah.
that
Speaking of
kind of thing.
Seshko, I think I got to bring up, is it over for Xerxes at United? Because I think
I
no.
am
seeing
really sad about that because I think
seeing the way, yeah, go on.
no, no, no. I would say no. I'm gonna let you. I was just wanted to say I'm really sad about that. Like, because I,
Yeah,
I
but
think I think this season he would have definitely he's trimmed down a lot, and for the couple of like appearances he's had, he looks a lot better on the ball.
Hmm,
for
hmm,
sure, I think it's sad that I think there's times I would say around the 80th minute you bring on Xerxes, see if he can control the ball a bit, especially against the Sunderland. Let him get on the ball, see what he can do instead of maybe bringing on Ugarte when the game's done or whatnot. Give him a chance. But I think he's fallen completely out of favor with. Amorim and with Sesko's form, I think it's going to be incredibly hard for him to get in this team. Even at 10, we're so stacked there. So
Yeah.
it's probably the end for him at
I mean,
United.
I mean, I think we do have the FA, like we still have the FA that's coming up. Do we then see people like Xerxes and Kobe in the FA starting games? Because I think people forget. I don't know. I mean, I could be misspeaking, but I think people forget that we still have the FA. Yes, we're out of the car, but the FA hasn't even, like, we haven't even started the FA yet.
True.
So those guys, I think, will get minutes in the FA.
It's sad we're at the Carabao Cup because maybe he gets some game time there, but he's got to wait till
Yeah, yeah,
January.
yeah, for
So
sure.
he's
But then,
probably already
like,
gonna be 1 foot out the door by then. Like just like yeah, get me out of this place.
what, in January, you mean?
Yeah, I think he'll. I think he's
Yeah.
already flirting with Juve or the Serie A.
For
He's
me,
just gonna ramp up.
Stratford, I think like he should, because he's somebody that I could see us like taking out Cisco, putting in Xerxes, and like the difference, hopefully is not that like, of course, that different quality of players, but like an informed Xerxes feels like he could be, not like for like, but
For that,
like for
but
similar.
I'll say Sesko is our third choice striker. It's funny because we only have two. He'd
Yeah.
rather have Sesko now. I think he's first, then Cunha, then Xerxes. That's I think so. It's kind of tough for him now. Like
Yeah. Yeah. Compost is saying Xerxes gonna play in AFCON. I'd imagine. What are you talking about?
No,
Well, I mean,
ain't he
to that
Dutch?
point, right? He's not
he's
wrong,
Dutch.
because remember, AFCON starts, the FA starts, and
Yeah,
we're gonna be missing Mbuemo. We're
Maz-
gonna be missing
Mazraoui.
Mazwari. We're
Okay.
going to be
Uh,
missing
Ahmad.
um who else?
Ahmad.
Ahmad.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That right side is going to become very
Like,
yeah, very light in a couple of months.
he'll
If
still
that
be the third or fourth choice cam. Like you'll probably put Bruno there ahead of him or Mount
if
or
if this
whoever else we
manager
have
yeah, if this manager is still here,
getting those microwave
oh,
minutes.
I
those
just remember. I
those
just
boy
remember my last.
those they've yeah, but Stratford, even if he puts Bruno in the 10 on one side, and Sesko is not going anywhere, so he is our striker. You're saying Bruno on one side, Cunha on the other.
Yeah, I think that's what you do ahead of putting Xerxes in the team or
Right.
Mount
So
if
then,
he's fit.
right, because Xerxes is still what are you saying he is though? Is he a 10 or is he a 9?
Hey
Nine
man,
He's a
point five,
9.5.
9.5.
50% 9, 50% 10.
The way we
Right?
all said 9.5, yeah.
Yeah.
A 9 at 10 and a 10 at
So,
9.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but then, but then we have to also watch, like, next season when we do, because I'm putting it out there, when we do make European football,
Yeah.
we're going to need a bigger team. We
yeah,
we are
because
going to need a bigger team. So if these guys don't leave in January, and when we do make European football, they're going to be needed, because we're going to need players to play certain.
especially in our midfield, man.
Yeah, we're going to
We
need
can't
players
really
to
have
play
four
certain
players.
competitions next
That's
season.
probably the dream that Amram's selling him, but it's the same story of Kobe. It's like when you're on the sidelines, you're not even coming on.
Now,
It's
of
gonna feel
course,
like you're
and
never
it's
gonna
a
play.
World Cup
And
year. Yeah, it's a World Cup
World
year
Cup
next
year,
year.
maybe Xerxes wants to get in that Dutch team. He's not got a chance right now. So same with Kobe. He's gonna think, yeah, I'm gonna go on a loan in January and try breaking this England squad. It's really hard because England have a lot of good midfielders. So
True.
yeah, he might be out of the England squad for the World Cup as well, given Amram stays in charge.
I mean, Doctor will be like, come to Ghana. Uh,
I think he's already played for England. That's done.
yeah, yeah. Big up Professor Olmo Solo in the building, by the way. Professor.
Kobe World Cup dream is dead. He ain't going.
Really?
He ain't going for England. Nah, it's up already. They bring up Elliot Anderson after you. Before they bring up Walton. Yeah, he ain't going. He ain't going. For him to go, yeah, he gotta leave this club and go to a club and do it 10 out of 10 every
Yeah.
game for him to get a call up.
Yeah.
Because the only manager I figured out to use it well is Gareth Southgate. Gareth Southgate's the only one that's able to get the best out of Kobe Bino in this international stage because all our club managers don't know what they're doing.
Huh. Interesting take. But okay, do you wanna handle any of the subs? Is any substitution that deserves honorable mention?
No,
'Cause
no, no, no,
I
no,
think
no, no.
I don't know why. I don't know why
one-
you put. I don't know why you put Cunha there. You're expecting something, but
No,
I'm not
yeah,
buying it.
I really was expecting us to play like
delete
B,
that.
A.
Just delete that.
No,
Bro, to be fair, like I keep saying this, when they got that guy, I was one of the few, including Waj, that was like, yo, we didn't need that guy. Like
Yeah.
we didn't. I said it. I said we got so many tens. I said it on KG's channel. I was like, why are we getting this guy? We have so many tens.
Yeah.
I said, let's get a midfielder. And then it was like, well, is a midfielder more important than the goalkeeper? And I was like, do they look like they're moving on from the goalkeeper?
Mm.
I was like, but we
I'll
do
give
need we
I'll
do need
give
a
Cunha an
midfielder at the
honourable
time.
mention. Sorry, yeah.
Mm.
I'll give Cunha an honourable mention. So I didn't want to interrupt there. But Cunha, I'll shout him out because I think he's gonna have a hard time getting back in the squad with Mount the way he is. Um, he's his favorite Maverick. What? So remember last time we were talking about the Maverick chat. He's Amorim's guy. He might have just showed us a dummy there. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was telling us a dream of Cunha, like he's his
Yeah.
go-to guy to big him up. Now that Mount's gone, so that
No,
when he's
but
benched,
Yeah.
you don't feel like he's not like because boy, I don't see him getting back in this team if Mount stays fit right now.
Cunha is one of those mid-table Galacticos. Like when it's time to step up, it's like it's not gonna work. Same
to
thing with
be
Bomo.
to be fair though, he's trying way too hard. If he just sticks to like his like just stick to regular football, bro.
It's Bruno
Don't try to
syndrome.
do just don't try to
He's
do
seen Bruno
the
in training. He's like,
yeah.
whatever you can do, I can do. And then
Yeah.
now
No,
he's
but
trying that
no.
ball
Stop,
carry, the
stop, stop, stop,
Brazilian
stop,
try
stop.
shoot.
All right, good. So this is where I'm gonna come in with that. Don't blame Bruno because I'm a Brazilian. I'm a Brazil fan. I'm a huge Brazil fan. I've been watching Brazil. Brazil's my team from since I was a little girl. He does this shit in Brazil, and I want to slap the taste out of his mouth. So it's not just, and that's another reason when they were like, oh, they're gonna get Cunha. I was like, bro, I don't want this dude
Yeah.
because I've been watching him play for Brazil.
No, but I'm saying
he
he's a
might-
main character
No,
syndrome.
but
Like you
that's what
see
I'm
him at
saying.
Wolves.
But I'm saying
He's
he didn't get it. He didn't get it from Bruno. It's not
no,
Bruno.
no, not
He's
Bruno.
had
He
this.
was like that. But I'm
He's
saying
had
because
this.
Bruno's the main character here. He's trying to be like Bruno, that main character that's just
He's
trying to carry
had
the
this,
team.
man. He's had it.
He
I
he
saw
is the
one
main
game where
character.
he played. You know why I like Casemiro too?
Yeah.
Casemiro's not afraid to tell people off on the pitch.
Yeah.
You don't catch it a lot on camera, but there are some instances where they've caught it. And there was a game, I can't remember which game, and Cunha did some stupid shit, and Cass was like in his face about it.
He's been doing it for a minute. I'm low-key glad that Amrim's finally dropped him because every time he's been on the pitch, I think he's always trying to do it himself. And you got to let him know that
Straightforward.
sometimes in football,
Yeah.
the less is more.
Yeah.
The more you try, the less you're gonna get.
No,
Sometimes you get to those positions, you pass, you get
but
a chance. So
I hear you. But one of his other good skill sets, though, is sometimes he would likes to receive the ball from deep and get a glide past two or three players. That's part of his gameplay. So you still need
That's
to.
Poppy. His gameplay ain't gonna work here.
No, but you still need to keep elements of that. And I agree with you. He needs to look for the simplify, like less is more. Just if you link up
Okay.
with your teammates, you don't need to be dribbling three players.
exactly. It's just coaching. It's like when you have Bruno in the system. In the
Yeah.
4-2-3-1, you can play through him, you can carry, you can do everything. But in
Yeah.
the system now, he has to work with the players around him, pass
Yeah.
to Mbuma, pass to Ahmed, and then you'll get the edge of the box chance where you can wrap it like he did against Anfield like last year for Wolves. That's what
Yeah.
we want to see.
Yeah. yeah, yeah. And on the talk when you were saying uh main character syndrome, like I'm thinking back to like old United, we had dominant characters. I don't know, like you'd have like Wayne Rooney, who's
Yeah,
such a
but we had dominant characters, but we
yes.
didn't have main
So,
characters.
so
They
we
were
need
dominant.
we need him to play as a dominant character and not just not try and like figure.
Maverick bots, remember, he's the
He's
Maverick.
coming
Yeah.
from a team where he was the main character, and you intend him to be a side character. It's not gonna happen.
No, be
No, it's not
dominant
side
character, not
character.
side. There's extras. Even in a successful whatever script or movie, TV series, whatever, there's dominant characters and then there's the extras. You're not an extra. You are actually one of the people that is important in this story, in this plot, in this game. You gotta make sure you still keep your personality, but you can figure out how to coexist with the other big personalities in the game. That's just how simple it is.
Yeah,
But
like to your point, Bots, like when he picks that ball up and he comes up that midfield or he comes up on that left,
yeah,
he has the talent to go past two men. But when you get to and when you pass those two men, then you got to lift your head up and see who's available and pass the ball.
yeah,
And that's where he's lacking. Like, I
This,
don't
yeah.
mind him coming down to midfield and picking the ball up and dribbling past two men, nutmegging a couple of them. Like, I don't have a problem with that. But at the end of the day, you got to lift your head up after
Decision
you've gotten
making.
past them. Yeah, you have
It's
to. You have
decision
to.
making.
Yeah, you have to lift your
Yeah.
head up.
yeah. All right, Professor, what grade would you give Ruben Amorim then?
I'm gonna guess an A. His system worked, so he's a genius.
Hey,
If it doesn't work, we blame the players.
oh Lord, this guy.
Did I
Anybody-
say it
At this
correctly?
point, at this point, to be fair, at this point, to be fair, is it the system or is it just why is there an echo?
I've got a controversial opinion. I'm saying I think it was Sunderland being trash. I don't think we played that well. I'll be honest, I haven't watched Sunderland before I watched them play United, but them still being ahead of us on 11 points, it baffles me
Yeah, no,
because
they play actually played because I tend to watch. I know you guys over there don't get all the games, but like over here we get like I could sit and watch football from like 7 o'clock in the morning till like 3 in the afternoon because we get all the games. Like they show all the games, and majority of them is on the telly. So I've seen them play, and I was shocked at how they played against us. To be fair, because that's not
yeah,
how they played against the other teams.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think they came prepared to stay up this season, and actually they may have underestimated us somehow. Maybe they thought United are going to be trash, so let's just play mediocre and see we maybe can beat them. That's where they underestimated us, but I mean,
The credit
I
I'll give
yes.
Amrim,
yeah. Go ahead, Stratford. Go ahead.
yeah, the credit I'll give Amrim, starting Le Monde, you should, yeah, that's a point. Starting Mount, big point for that. And
Mm,
then obviously bringing, I wouldn't give him a point for bringing Euro back in the team, but the 2 points, dropping Cunha, starting Mount and Le Mans, I think those are where it gets this point. How he played in the game, I say, seeing out the 2-0 win, I'll give him an extra point. So
mm.
you could give him a B. Yeah, I'll give him a minus point as well for how bad Sunderland played. So I think a B is about right.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. But I mean, at the same time, guys, like we gotta understand Sunderland. They got a draw versus Crystal Palace. They beat Nottingham Forest. They like they've been getting some really good results and like
This is what I don't understand. How did they play so bad up against us
no,
then? It's,
that
But
is
that's what I'm saying. Like Stratford. That's what I'm saying. Like I've watched them play, so it's not like I'm just going off of the scores that Bots is calling out. Like I've watched the games. Like I've seen them play. I saw the game against Forest.
I
Like
don't
they played aggressive against Forest.
yeah.
So when they were playing the way they were playing against us, I'm like, did somebody pay Sunderland off? Like what's going on today?
know. Part of it also is because getting the early chance and actually converting the chance early for us helped. Mason Mount scored in the 8th minute, and that like we were actually now even calmer. Like we were obviously before the first goal comes in, there's that sort of uncertainty in the air. Dalot's just making unforced errors. But then after that first goal, there was a little bit of like, okay, but we're still going to go again and try and go for the second goal. And that feeling, I feel like, helped us and actually made Sunderland suffer more.
Also, another thing is they underestimated us. They didn't play their regular way. After that first goal, I think they might have made sub in the first half actually.
Yeah.
He
took out the attacker and put on a defender.
Way of playing football. And it's like, bro, we're just gonna hit you on the counter. Like what this will be doing all day. So Amorim loved, like, if any team play like Sunderland, we're gonna win. And Mount had to play. Yeah. I don't know why you keep giving point for dropping Mount. Like Mount is the main starter for this team.
Yeah.
But game on the team sheet, Bruno, Mount. Everybody else could fill in.
Sunderland were expected to win versus United. They couldn't handle the pressure, says Stephanie.
Yeah. They didn't think we would come the way we did, and then the manager made the wrong sub, so that was it. They're playing Wolves next, and I fully expect them to win that game. Because after Wolves,
not if they play how they did against United. I don't think so. Not if they play the same way they played against us.
No, they'll come prepared. After Wolves, then that's when they have their next run of like hard fixtures. They have Chelsea, Everton, Arsenal, Fulham, and then Bournemouth, then Liverpool, Man City, Newcastle. That's when they have their like the next 5, 6, 7 games is it's versus people that like or teams that are top 6 or at least battling for the top team.
I think I might be. Yeah, sorry, I might be overly critical here, but I think Sunderland have had a purple patch. I think it's the beginning of their downfall now, and we're going to see their real level.
They definitely will drop a lot of points.
Yeah, we gave them a reality check. I think they'll do good to stay up, even with this 11 points they've had.
I still think they will stay up. Them and Leeds United, out of the 3, are definitely the 2 that will stay up somehow.
Sunderland is staying up.
I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. Depends on Wolves and West Ham, of course, if they get the points. But based off.
The way Forest is going, the way Ange Postecoglou is doing his thing, it won't surprise me if they go down. And
he's getting fired.
Marinakis will sack him. Yeah, he will sack
him.
He's
gonna get fired. I don't think he comes back after the international.
I don't know why he took that job.
It's the owner's fault. Nuno shouldn't have gone. It's that Greek guy. You know what? He shouldn't have fired.
The Greek guy wanted to play progressive football. He didn't like Nuno. Demonic football, so he want to be so progressive. So like, okay, let's get these players. Let's get
watch Nuno turn West Ham around.
You go 100%.
West Ham's another job itself. You just have to stay up top. But the Forest owner is trying to be so progressive. I'm like, bro, like this is not what got you here in the first place. Cool, then he was gonna get. Okay, good luck with that.
That's funny.
Don't worry, he always wins a trophy in his second season, so he'll probably win a championship.
He was not going to last the second season there. He doesn't get relegated because that team is built to play demonic. He want to be progressive. As a demonic team, you score one goal, you park the ball, and you hit him on the counter all day. But you want to open up. Okay, we'll be there.
Stephanie's point, by the way, says Traore's early miss was key on Saturday. That goes in and we struggle again. I feel like there was that phase of play that like was ruled offside. I don't know if it's the same one that Stephanie's talking about. And if that one had gone in, oh Lord, it could have been a different game.
They could have scored the goal when the guy dove outside. If he didn't dive and just kept on going, it would have been 2-1. But I'm like, shout out to him diving though.
Yeah.
He made no sense at all. He was still standing and he just fell up. I'm like, oh, VAR, do your work. Because I know this is a dive. Because the dive, I'm like, okay, good. Because there's nobody between it. If he just kept on standing, he could have passed the ball as a goal. Or score himself.
Yeah. Now, but looking at also, what do we think about the referee? Referee was fine, right?
Referee was fine. It was only 60 minutes of football being played.
referee and VAR. Like I
I give
don't.
him an A for not sending
Yo,
Lamons off and giving that
yo,
penalty. I
yes,
thought
yes.
we
What
got
about
away
the
with one
high
there.
foot?
I
When
really, I,
the
re-
high foot.
I disagree. I really think that dude tried to sell that. To be fair,
Yeah.
I think Lamont took out Bruno more than he took out the other player. To be fair, I
The other
really,
There
player
was
missed.
contact. I seen it. There
yeah,
was
the contact,
contact.
yeah,
He could
I'm
have
not
given it.
disputing. I'm not disputing it was contact. Like he grazed his shoulder, but the contact was so minimal. In contrast to the way he
Yeah.
literally bowled
Yeah,
it
I
over
agree.
Bruno.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
so,
And the
so that's
Sesko
why
high
I was
foot.
like, it would have been a very light. If they had given that, it would have been real. Like it would have been a contentious penalty for me because the contact was so light to the opposition player as opposed to how hard he hit Bruno.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe yeah, I'll give him a B or an A, and
Yeah.
then an
No,
A
I
for
would
the
say a
VAR
B.
as well.
I would say he gets a B.
Yeah.
And the
And see,
Sesko one, we kind of caught life a little bit because another ref, in Europe they could
yeah.
just give that, but we kind of got the benefit of doubt from VAR because I do think it's a high foot. You do concede a penalty
Yeah.
in Europe because it's like high
But I
foot is a
have a
foul
question. A high foot
regardless of
like that
contact.
without any contact to the player, how is that still a pen?
Do you know what? It makes no sense because outside the box they'll give you a yellow card
On the
and
ground,
a
dodgy.
foul just for a high foot,
Yeah.
but then in the box they're like it's not a foul. So what sense does that make? Is it like in the box it's like different rules? It makes contact only, or
But
um
that's what I want to know. Like with a high foot, does it have to be a high foot with contact in order to get a yellow card? I'm talking about outside the box because in that instance that he had a high foot, but he made no contact with that player. Like the high foot
outside
was
the
just it was
box
a high foot, but right, I'm
it's a
talking
yellow
outside the
card.
box.
It's a yellow card
But even if he
and
doesn't touch the
foul.
player,
Even if he doesn't touch the play, I think it depends how close.
Yeah.
But if it's like close, like it was there, you're
Yeah.
definitely getting booked and
You get
foul, no
action.
doubt about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a funny one because also like Sesko is like tall too, it's not like it's his fault that like
exactly. Because I was like, yo, he was towering over dude, bro. Like I was.
eyes only on the ball too. It wasn't like
his hip was like at bro's shoulder, yo. I was
yeah,
like,
yeah. Ah, crazy. But
no,
yeah, go ahead, Riri.
but no. I was saying this ref was better than the other ref because the fact that these fools came out and said we should have that player should have gotten a red card. I'm like, y'all mother
We're
effer.
getting back our good karma because remember against Brentford, now they're coming out saying, "Oh yeah, Colin should have been sent off." Yeah, good, well done. We've already lost the match 3-1, so maybe
Exactly.
maybe we're getting some favors now. You know how refs try to equalize
Right,
things.
right, right. Of
Maybe
course, of
maybe
course.
they give us a little extra treatment at Anfield, so we
Mad.
we can get our statutory red card for your position and actually win a match. I don't know.
Oh, good. Yeah, yeah.
What
Anfield is going to be. Oh,
are we
Yeah.
feeling about
I
that?
don't think.
Because
I
I'm
don't think.
hearing people are scared. For me, I think we got to give them their fourth loss in a row, like put them out of their
No,
misery.
no. I'm not scared about us playing them. Like I could see us beating Liverpool, where Liverpool's at right now. What I'm scared about is the ref. We don't get calls at
Yeah,
Anfield.
yeah, we don't.
I think we're gonna get a bit of extra treatment from the rest just because they've admitted openly that Collins should have been sent off. Like it was the same with that offside that they gave against Liverpool, Luis Diaz against Spurs. It's like now afterwards they start giving decisions the other way, so we might get some extra VAR or referee help
VAR
from
just
them.
oh,
No, but I feel we have a team that could take Liverpool. I
yeah.
really
I,
do.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
I
think
feel
we
like
can
we have
win.
a team. Yeah. I feel like we
Yeah,
have a team that could take Liverpool. Liverpool does not, they're not playing as a cohesive unit. They're
Van
not.
Dijk, Kanate, that defensive partnership
It's
is
garbage.
looking Yeah, it's remind me of Phil Jones and Smalling right now. It's
Yeah, it's
they're,
garbage right now. Like you
they're
look
both
at it
not.
and when you look at it from an eye test standpoint, it's
Oh,
there's no cohesiveness in their back line. Like
their
none.
fullbacks as well.
Un- They
Frimpong,
underestimated
Yeah,
our
yeah, yeah,
second.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Personat, I should say. Because
If they put
they,
Soboslai right back, there might be an issue. But
Well,
so long they put Conor Bradley, everything will be okay. And they underestimated what's his name, how much they missed Trent. Because that Trent to Salah combination was unstoppable.
Oh,
Conor
of course.
Bradley,
On that right hand side, definitely.
and I don't
But
know
that's
if they're
what
gonna
I'm
play Turquez or not. Like that, how
but
they gonna?
that's what I'm saying. Nobody's finding Salah the way Trent used to find Salah. And that Diaz let go was not good for Liverpool. It
and
wasn't.
Because
Salah, he's looking tired as well.
ain't doing it.
I don't think it's tired Stratford as much as frustration. Because I think to almost point, I think he misses that link up that he had with Trent. Like him and Trent, they were on this wavelength where
yeah.
Trent knew
Mm.
where to find him and he didn't have to work that hard to get the ball.
He's
Now
not
he
working
has
hard.
It,
Full stop,
now
I'd
he
say.
has to work hard to
yeah,
get the ball.
the team needs to
Yeah,
gel together as
Because
well.
because on the heat map, you could see that Salah's dropping so far back just to
Yeah,
get the
he's
ball.
dropping
That's ungettable.
exceptionally far. Because Salah is one of my players. Like rivalry aside, and Bots knows this. Mo is like Mo is one of my football players,
Yeah.
and I watched him this game, the Chelsea game, and from last season to this season, how far back Salah has to go to get the ball now and pick up the ball and come up the field? Yeah, it's it's stress on him, like legit stress on him.
he
Because
wasn't even tracking back. He wasn't tracking back.
nah,
Like
because
you
he
saw,
was done with them. He had
Shabozalai
to come
was
get the ball. He's
dying.
like,
Yeah,
I am not going back. I'm not tracking back. Y'all deal with that.
That thing
yeah,
is,
he
But
was.
he's
he
a
never
final
used to track back
player.
last season. Salah all throughout Salah's
He used
career
to have a
with
bit of
Klopp.
work rate, medium track back here and there. You saw him. I
Medium
remember
trap
he
back
been
and he's
making
in the
some.
final third doing his damage.
Yeah. The only thing that I'm thinking, the aspect of the right now Liverpool's current state is that scares me is that goalkeeper is actually really good. Mama Diashvili or whatever his name is. Like
Yeah.
I thought they'd be weak. The moment Allison got injured, I was like, yes. And
Why?
then
What makes you make that statement though? What did you see in that Chelsea game that warrants
Yeah,
that?
I was gonna
he
ask the
actually
same question.
he actually like you can tell like his like the last goal that they conceded, there was nothing that he could do about it. The Caicedo goal was a banger. He actually had two really good saves that like
He
I
looks a little bit uncomfortable
Because
when I
the
saw him.
Caicedo gonna make no sense. I don't know why they lame. Like Caicedo's gonna
Because
shoot from
it's
there.
because
Like
I'll tell
what's
you
he
what it
gonna
is.
do?
I'll tell
no
you what it
Caicedo
is.
scores bangers, bro.
I'll tell
Yeah,
you what it
that's what
is.
Caicedo does. He
Yeah,
drive the ball to that angle and he shoots it. You think it was
that,
gonna go to the 18?
that's more in the midfield, right?
Prof.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's the camera save. You know when he tried to dive and he made him look like he was like prime Neuer when he got his fingertips to the Caicedo. That's why boss is like, yeah, he's a keeper. That little camera
He's
angle,
good.
you know that
Not,
freeze
not,
frame against Liverpool
the goalkeeper is
where he's
good.
like mid air,
That's
like
good.
he's
I
And
wouldn't
then
give him credit.
and then the
It's the shot. It's
cinematography.
the shot. It's the shot.
it's
It's the shot.
yeah, it's the way he dives. He's like, yeah,
He's
he's a good
good,
keeper.
bro. Okay, well,
He's
He's a good goalkeeper. I
we'll
would take him
see.
at United.
We'll see versus us. I hope he doesn't perform. I hope he's not as
It's
as
not about my thing is like it's gonna be a difficult because of how Army ignores that midfield.
that was
Because
funny.
McAllister, Gravenberch, and maybe Szoboszlai are worse in that midfield. It's gonna cause us issue.
Yeah.
It's gonna
he
because
would probably play them all in defense. um, it's
nah,
not. He's gonna need his midfielders in defense. Szoboszlai is his
he
new
doesn't,
right back.
they don't need that in
Gravenberch
defense
is his
against
new
us
centre back.
because
McAllister,
the
he
way
looks
we are,
like Canelo Alvarez, man.
We don't use the
He's been
midfield.
poor.
We don't use the midfield.
McAllister looks very poor in that midfield this season,
He's
and I don't know
looking
why.
bad.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
wouldn't be
why.
scared of him. Don't be scared of Liverpool this like their midfield this season. I think it's been quite poor. Apart from
Yeah,
Gary Birch, he's been good.
it's not
It's
been
been
anything
poor.
to write home about for real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've watched Liverpool a lot. They're quite disjointed. Even worse. Like he was at 009 now. Let's make it 0010. Hopefully,
Hey,
yeah.
we'll be there for that. Yo,
Oh,
guys.
okay,
We,
okay.
we,
It seemed like this hypeness is good. We should keep this us going into the game because I want to hear no excuse like, oh, they beat us. Oh, it's the players for no. Keep that
But
same
I mean,
energy. I need
But
this.
You gotta have
Wait,
chest.
Hold on,
You've got to have chest, man.
hold on,
Back
hold
your
on.
team for once.
The fact that we have chess and saying that we're going to beat Liverpool, if
Yes,
on the day those players go out on that pitch and
we're not responsible.
they do a madness, you're not
Yes,
supposed to say they did a madness.
No, if you do madness is on them, not on the manager.
exactly.
we'll we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Like what I feel like if we get the early chance and score it, like the same way the script went versus Sunderland, we actually can salvage a good result. And
Yes, now because we are what's the thing called? We are 20-minute FC.
yeah, we should, guys. We need to save some of this conversation for the actual preview. So
It's always shout out to that number to that number 10 on your list.
who's
On your list, number 10. He's the key to make everything work.
Mason Mount? Shout out to Money
If
Mason.
he's playing, my chest is higher. If he's not playing, I'm out.
Okay, there we go. He's winning hearts one fan at a time. I can't wait. This Mason Mount redemption arc is gonna be one to study.
Yo, Omo, you still owe us drinks. Don't think we forgot.
Yo, Professor, where are our drinks, bro?
I'll be back.
Your
I
drinks
will.
are
I
Oh,
will
coming.
yeah,
be
Don't
back
worry.
in New
Bucky's
York
here.
soon.
Don't
Don't
worry.
worry. I've been here in the background.
New
Again,
York,
Christ is
I'll buy you
always
that.
watching.
I'll fill your tank.
Yo, no.
Riri's always driving. I'll fill your tank. Don't worry about it. I got you.
All right. We'll be there. We'll be waiting for the drinks, bro. Shout out to everybody that pulled up to the stream, everybody that hit the like button, and everyone that commented as well, letting that opinion be heard. Yo, this was a fun stream. I'm glad Monday didn't finish without a stream, even though it's a late one. It was still a great one. So big up to everyone. I'm excited and optimistic about what's gonna
Yo,
happen.
I gotta go check and see if Brazil's playing this international break. I need to see how they're
Yeah,
looking.
Oh,
I
for
think
sure.
the
For
only
sure.
the good thing about Brazil is under 20. I'm not sure because that's the only thing I'm following.
I need to see what the Don is doing with the team.
Carlo Ancelotti ball, The
Did
next
Anthony get called up?
the next team that
I think so. I think he called him out.
the next
Fair
team that
enough.
the next team that Brazil is playing is South Korea. That's gonna be like a dead game. I'd
It's
rather
that
watch.
game. I need World Cup qualifiers, please.
Yeah, we need. Yeah, they're playing South Korea and then they're playing Japan.
Ah, good
I'm
God.
not watching games. Thank you.
What is that?
Anyway, Manchester United won. We've won all our games at Old Trafford this season. We're building a fortress again. Let's go, Ruben Amorim. Back the manager. We out.
Mark the morning jar.
Peace.